Here's the stairwell. So Magnus snuck around here, got spotted, just as two Terminators zoomed in, vertical tilt drones coming in. They stabilize themselves and then start pushing forward. Followed not that long, just as people are adjusting what's happening over there, you suddenly have the car burst down to the ground. Everybody hears the duh-duh-duh-duh-duh-duh as it hits every stair. Then you take a harsh left and you fire that gun, what, out a window? Oh, yeah. You're firing out the window as you're driving?
The passenger window.
Out of the passenger window as you turn and you're moving straight for them, just as another dozen drones, these ones all equipped with tasers, disperse around you. Now, the car is turned and is moving. You're probably about parallel to the car, though in the train tracks, Nick. Yeah. But you aren't seen anymore because of several distractions piled one on top of the other. Meanwhile, Rizzo, you are in the security room, in the drone control room, and sorry, you're in the bathroom with your gun. Initiative on this one.
For everybody?
Yes, actually, because if you need to do any drone, we are taking control of drone stuff. Now, sorry, you should roll initiative too, 13, but I don't know how much you're going to do. So I'm going to split this up so this doesn't take forever. I'm going to split up my guys into 3 different groups of people. That will be good, because it won't mean I won't have to go through everybody, but it'll be bad because it means you're going to take bullets in chunks.
With initiative, you add the total number, correct?
You roll your d6s and then add the number.
Where do you get your d6s from?
Well, you have wire reflexes rating 2.
Yeah.
So you should get 2d6. Wait. Because you always roll 1d6. You have +2. So you should be adding 3d6.
Oh, okay.
You should be rolling 4d6.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so give me your numbers.
I am 17. No, sorry, 18. 30.
Nick is 30. Dang is 17.
18.
And 18. Okay.
12.
Rizzo is what? And Sary is 12?
23.
23. Okay, so if you remember, there are 11 soldiers, 3 max suits, and everybody else. So, Nick, you're the first to go in your initiative pass. You are easily a good sprint away from being in melee range of anybody. In one turn, I don't think you can get all the way there.
Yeah, I want not to be spotted.
Okay, so you want to move carefully and don't want to be spotted.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get another stealth, though, honestly, there are so many distractions, I find it highly unlikely you're going to get caught.
Yeah. I don't think it's that many. 5 successes.
Yeah, you're good. All right, and you're just moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say in the next initiative pass, you'll be able to vault and be there. Maybe not in trying to hit, but you'll be on top of, at the very least, the sarcophagus. All right, next person is Rizzo.
Right. I'm gonna send all of the attack drones to attack that sarcophagus right now.
All right, I need you to roll 3 plus 5. I need you to roll 8 dice, 2 separate times for the move on the Terminators.
2.
Right, they successfully begin closing the distance, moving in, and give me another dice roll for them.
2.
All right, and I want you to do it 2 more times for both of them as they start revving up their mini gel guns.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, 4. All right, and now for the next other one.
2.
All right, so both of them burst forward, guns rev up, and they start pelting the sarcophagus with these gel rounds, hitting the metal of the sarcophagus, explode in this kind of just thick blue sludge as it goes. Well, the whirring is loud. There's this popping, but overall it is not all that loud, all things considered.
How about the thumping against the?
It's kind of loud. It's there's a lot more noise coming from the that car that this guy's running with. We're talking a lot of damage here. 9, so we're talking 13 damage in one case, another 12 damage in another case, but it is hitting against this armor that reduces damage considerably. So say the total damage that these two things are doing, also it's subdual, so let's say the total damage these things are doing are 8 to this surface, just because these guns are powerful, but this is also this is a shell that has structural, like vehicle-based armor. All right, that's what's happening there. The rest of the drones, I think, unless you give specific commands, I'll say, at least right now, they're dispersing out, they're moving in that direction. But let's move on. You got two turns. I know that these Terminators are really what it's all about. Let's now go to Dang. You are next.
I just did my drive check, which I assumed I'd have to do.
Yep, do another drive check.
I got 5 successes
You
on
got
it.
5 successes. Beautiful. You are accelerating as fast as you fucking can.
So I just whipped and shot and completely spun back forward.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to fire straight through my windshield. No. I'm going to Ace Ventura out the side with my...
But are you driving straight at them?
Yes.
I mean, you can easily just close distance and hit them if you want.
I ram them.
Do you want to shoot them while you're ramming them?
I shoot them while I'm ramming them.
Okay, all right. Let's do the same dice roll we did. Let's do the same dice roll we did last time. You're it's a -2 for a short burst.
Yep. That's what we're
but
doing.
you've got 1 recoil compensation, but you're also -1, so you're taking -2 to your dice roll
Plus finesse.
because your 5 dice roll is pretty awesome. So as it's getting pelted by these gel rounds.
2 successes on top of the 7p.
2 successes on top of these 7p. All right, the bullets are going wild. A couple of them hit across the sarcophagus. The 2 doctors or technicians have scurried out of the way. And yeah, let's do a crash test. We need a drive test to see the damage on this as you deal damage. Now the body, and I need some stats on your car. What is the body on your car?
Body on the Flying Vermont is 10.
Now, were you going about as fast as you can? You had the drive test to do it.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the maximum speed? What's the speed say on that guy?
6.
6. All right, so we are going to say that. And what's the body again?
10.
All right, so we're going to say that acceleration plus body. And how much did you drive? What did you get in your drive test?
5.
All right, so
And
we're
this
going to
is
say.
there's also 6 armor. I don't know if that matters.
Okay, so we're going to say that you're hitting this thing for 21 damage on your full impact. Now, this thing is heavy. It hits, your car hits it, and then your car goes over it a little bit, and then your car moves forward, and then squeals to a stop. But the initial impact that happens, you see this cracking as part of the opening in front of the sarcophagus opens up, and the body of the person inside moves forward maybe 3 or 4 feet, rolling out of it before your car lands completely on top of them. Now did you have your seatbelts on?
Oh, you know Dang drives for safety.
All right, so I need you to roll. I mean, I don't even know. I guess body and soak, because you got to take some damage too. Not 21, but goddamn, this is a car coming to a fast stop. Now your drive test was pretty good. I'm gonna add the 5 dice from your drive test on top of this, but I need body plus armor plus your drive. Okay.
So soak and then soak
Plus
which is-
5. Soak plus 5.
Cool. So that's my soak is actually 12.
Yeah.
So this is
What'd you get?
only 4 successes.
Okay, so as the car goes forward, you hit the stop, you whip forward, you feel a little pain in your neck, but you get caught back. You take 2 physical damage.
God dang!
I think you just killed someone.
So,
It wasn't supposed to be me.
do they wink out?
Who? The person
Yeah.
who rolled forward? No.
Oh.
They rolled forward and they're down on the ground. Now what happens, this moment of victory, you're in this thing, you see from across the way the 2 max suits turn, lift up these guns that are, 6 feet long, and they point them directly at the tomato. You hear these doom, 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 as they fire these bullets that must be half the size of tank rounds directly at the flying tomato. There's
You can take it.
Okay, so all 3 of them fire shells into the flying tomato.
There's nothing I can do right now. Evasive action.
It is an unmoving target right now. No, you cannot evade at all. You
Oh, and it doesn't help that you have to
and you're
bail out of the
seatbelted
car
in.
through the window.
You have to bail out through the window. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
dang.
All right, so you are.
That's gonna be my death rattle.
What we need to do now is roll resistance for this dang craft of yours. So what you have is armor. What armor automatically does is it armor times 2 subtracts the damage of the weapon being used.
12.
So it's 12. Okay, and that's good because these heavy guns are assault cannons that do 17 damage a hit. So and I rolled 4 successes on top of that, so 12. So that means they're only doing 9 damage each with each hit, but now you get to roll soak.
Okay.
So now your soak is just your body.
My car's body.
You roll your car's body, and that's it. Because the armor basically auto counts as 2 successes.
And can I add luck on top of that?
Yeah, I think you are connected with your car enough that you feel lucky attached to your car.
On tomato.
That's not a bad roll at all.
Exploding 6 is on top, so it's your
Oh, you've got another 5 over there.
Can I wheel out and try to like?
On your turn, we're gonna.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. Re-rolling 6 dice
Okay.
on top of 9. No successes on that one, so 9.
The first shell that comes through hits the wax job and scoots right off, and then blasts into a wall, crumbling some of the wall. The other 2 sink themselves right into the engine block and explode, blasting apart the front end of the car for a total of 18 damage. Now your car's health tracks are 8 plus body divided by 2.
11. No,
13.
13.
So you took 6 damage over that. Now that's 6 damage because the body, you have to hit that extra 10 for it to blow up entirely, but the car is completely total now. It didn't explode, but it's total, the engine block in front of you. Now, this shaking of this happening, I need you to now roll another soak just for like the ricochet of the impact. This won't be anything
This is just
crazy.
a pure soak, right?
This is just a pure soak, yeah.
2 successes.
All right, you take 1 damage from like the shrapnel and kickback of this physical. So, so the Flying Tomato's entire front half is just ripped asunder, and the hood has flown up in your face, so you can't see anything more.
Can I get a cue of just like for 1 second of like a single tear sound?
Absolutely, and you fly into rage, right?
Currently it's a melancholy, but
And now 6 of the soldiers start moving forward onto your position. The car's been dismantled. They're not firing anything. They're just rushing towards your position. Another 5 of them behind that are running toward the person on the ground. Meanwhile, the 2 drones overhead have ceased their motions, and things are coming to a head. These individuals are moving forward toward you. As they do, Magnus, you overhear. The drones have gone haywire. We need to send somebody to drone control.
Where is it? They're hitting drone control.
Right.
Okay, so until it's your turn. All right, now we're going all the way around to Sary. It's your turn now.
I hear the commotion.
Let me roll a perception to see if you do. You are on a different
Alright,
floor.
that
You
is
heard the
fine.
car going down, but whether you heard the explosions or anything like that after.
3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, I think you heard the commotion, and I think you know enough about what was going to go on with Dusty's car that I think you understand what's going on. Dang Rusty, sorry. You have an idea of what's going on down there. You hear people.
Oh, that must be the tomato.
You hear footsteps of people
I know, my
people
voice
also.
kinda changed.
You hear the footsteps of people on your level rushing toward the escalator too. From what you understand about the floor you're on, probably NYPD LLC, but they're not bothering because obviously your bathroom is closed for cleaning. But they're running past you toward the escalator.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I don't hear the footsteps anymore, and then I'm gonna try to take the escalator down.
Okay. All right. So you've got your gun. You're ready. You're by the door, but you're holding.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of that round. Everybody's initiative drops down by 10. So Nick, you're now at 20. Nick, what are you doing now? You are about 2/3 of the way to where I keep wanting to say the Orange Justice, where the Flying Tomato has been decimated.
Is our target alive?
From where you're telling, it's hard to
Is
tell.
my
They're not
target
moving.
alive?
They're not moving. It's hard for you to tell if they're not moving.
I'm linked.
Oh, with them.
Yeah.
Detect individual. I don't. Ooh, that's hard to say. I think in that instance,
Because
no.
it's a
For a
psychic-
moment,
it's
for
a
a moment,
psychic
no. The answer is no. No, they are not.
They're not alive.
Right.
Okay, they're dead.
Yes.
They're dead.
Okay, good. Target is that.
Oh, yay!
Target down. What?
Alright.
We did it!
Anyway,
Alright.
so
Time to get the fuck out of here.
So he's stuck in his car, right? I move to him and try and pop him out of his car.
Okay, so you're dismissing with stealth. You're just running up and doing it.
Again, I'm trying to do it pretty.
Okay, give me a stealth roll. No, before that, give me an athletics roll. See if you can get there quickly.
We didn't even get to see him do anything cool.
Well, we saw one person do something very cool. That's all I need.
Let's see here.
3 successes.
Okay, so you
Dark
managed to
Freeman.
vault up on the train track and get up to the window. Give me a stealth roll now.
Yeah. I don't care too much about being seen, but don't. It's just like it comes naturally.
Sure. I will say there's like smoke filtering around you, which fucks with your sensors. I'm gonna drop your benefit by 1. You get -4 to my perception. I'm gonna give you -3.
Yeah, but that smoke is great.
It's not a lot of smoke. It's just causing problems with the filter, as it like,
Yeah,
gives you a
okay.
weird outline.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, a lot.
All right, so
A
you are
lot.
stealthed. You are stealthed in this space, and I'm going to wait for it to be Rusty's turn, but I'm going to let Rusty you get out as a free action because he's there to assist you.
Okay.
All right, next person to go, Rizzo. It's your turn.
All right, I am going to. So what can I do in one turn? Can I redirect the drones and then go into stealth in the room?
I don't think so. I think you have a choice of either like hiding in the room or trying to like lock down the room or working with the drones. I think you don't really have an option to do all.
Lock down the room.
All right, so you're gonna. How are you gonna do that?
I am going to destroy the door.
Using attack command in
Yeah.
your server. All right, give me attack plus code breaking plus logic. Hardwired for the alarms are up.
3.
You got 3. Okay, I also got 3. That's one of your actions. Do it again. You did not manage to break into the lock. Alright, yeah, this time you managed to break into the lock. You have attacked it, you've broken past its barrier. However, you do not have enough actions to destroy and lock it. You were just inside the lock. Hopefully on your next round you'll be able to do it before anyone gets to you. Alright, and that brings us to Dang. Dang, it is now your turn.
Just get out of there.
Yeah, so I'll get out of the car.
So as a free action, you are pulled out of the car.
Yeah, and I would like to turn tail.
So can you give me a perception test, Brett?
Is it just straight perception?
Give me perception plus intuition. You give me a perception intuition as well, Magnus.
2.
Alright. And what'd you get, Nick?
4.
Alright, so here's what you see. You get pulled out, and just as you're about to take your feet, and you like look to the right, you see all these soldiers moving forward. But then what you also see, that the person who you saw through the windshield come flying out, roll, and hit the ground injured.
Dead.
You now see dead, like not moving. You now see them kind of like brushing themselves off and standing up a little bit, like loosely, like they haven't walked in a long time, and stumbling back and forth. And what you also see is all of the soldiers that were coming towards you have sort of stopped. What's more, you notice with your 4 that the car had hit and rolled over the sarcophagus, which had closed its ability to open. What you see now is that the sarcophagus had been kicked by the car, rolled forward a bit, and opened kind of normally, which allowed them to kind of like get out, but they're definitely shaken. As in, what you could have sworn was the car on top of the sarcophagus is now the car with the bumper dented in and the sarcophagus rolled a few feet forward.
And have they gone ding?
You
My
hear...
perception again?
Yes, absolutely. They're now alive in your perception.
Target is alive and unnaturally lucky.
Time wielder.
Alright. I, with my pistol, want to take a cold shot at their head.
Okay. So you're going to turn, you're going to take a called shot right at
I
their
pull out my sidearm and
Your 6-shooter.
my 6-shooter and, I'm gonna roll
Alright.
some luck on
So
this
give me
as
a
well.
do you have a quick draw holster?
Huh?
Can you give me a palming? You gotta give me a palming to pull it out, like quickly. You already used a free action, so you gotta use. I need a palming for you to pull it out as one of your actions, so you can still take aim and fire.
2 successes.
All right, that's enough. All right, do a called shot, so that's -4. Now, are you injured? Are you taking negatives because of injury?
Taking 1.
Okay, so that's a -5 to your dice roll.
Alright, so sidearms 4. And finesse 2 minus 5 to make it that. But I will roll luck, so I take 9.
All right.
So it's 5, 6, 7.
All right. So how much damage is that total? How many
Uh,
successes did you get?
7 successes on top of it's a 8p.
All right, so the individual is not aware of you in any capacity. I'm going to roll their body against you. It's a body 1 for soaking. There's nothing else. They got 1 success, so that drops your 15 damage to 14. Your bullet clips their head completely in half and rips it apart. Ping, they go off. They're dead in your mind. And the head just explodes. You see blood and gore go everywhere, spitzing from the back of the spinal column as the figure collapses dead right on the ground in front of you.
I blow the smoke.
It's right at that
But
moment.
I missed where my gun is.
It's at that moment that the same Max suit pull up some thrusters on their back and jump heavily across a room towards you. Now, just to show everybody where they are. Okay, yeah, they managed to make the distance. So here's where we are now. This is you and the Flying Tomato. You both are right next to the Flying Tomato. This right here is where 0496 were. The 6 soldiers are here. The Max suits, which are further back here, closer to the front of the train, have jumped here, coming right in front of the soldiers in front of you. One of the Max suits turns and says, "Take control of security. We've got this." And the other two Max suits open up their guns on you guys. Not
Do
with
they
their
know where I
hands,
am?
but their other ones. Oh yeah, good point. Let's see if they can perceive you. What was your test you got last?
I got like 7 successes. I got some ludicrous.
Oh yeah, it was the ludicrous. All right,
I can't remember right now. There was 5 or 6
or
6 or 7.
Okay, they cannot see you. So Dang Rusty, they are both trailing their weapons on you. You see that these are the same assault cannons they used before, but underneath, on the lower barrel of the assault cannons, is a more traditional repeating rifle. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? It's not a repeating rifle. Let's make it more interesting. Underneath are Fischetti pain inducers on both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see a moment, and you can see this like clicking as they actuate and pay attention to you. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get your bullet dodge, please?
Nothing.
Nothing. Can I get it again, please?
Nothing.
Okay, so you are about to get hit with, I need you to now roll soak, however, you cannot roll armor with this, so it's just your body. Oh, right, you know what, sorry, give me body plus willpower. So if you roll the body on both those, I want you to roll willpower on top of both of them as well.
Okay.
And then give me the total.
1 success on top of that, so it was 3, 4, 5.
So which one was which?
Willpower was 1.
Oh,
Body was the first one was 3.
okay,
And then we'll put the 1 on there.
Okay.
So 4, and then the second one was just 1.
okay, so you block 1 for 4, and you block 1 for 4. Yeah. Okay, so you take 16, 17, 18 stun damage. Now, because of the way this weapon works, it cannot overflow into physical. So just tell me when you're knocked out, which is probably a long time before that.
Yeah, it's a long time before.
It cannot go into physical.
Yeah, no. I mean, it crits out my entire stun.
So what happens is both of these inducers, you feel this weird microwavy effect as all of your pain sensors go crazy as you are just racked with horrifying pain that cripples you. You fall to the ground almost immediately unconscious.
Oh no.
All right.
And as I do that, I go, bang.
Oh.
Following this, a couple of the soldiers of the 6 in front run back, but 2 of them run forward, stowing weapons behind them and pulling out handcuffs as they run forward and handcuff you. Now, roll another stealth as these people get real fucking close to you. I'm only going to give a -2 this time because of their proximity to you for your stealth check.
3.
Okay, the first one does not perceive you, and the second one... Ooh. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna give it to you. It evened out. They think they sense something, but they don't see you. They take a step back, and I'm gonna give them another perception test against you for this as they step back, but decide they weren't actually seeing anything, and then look around. Dang is put in manacles, and the other Max suit that did not fire walks forward and picks Dang up by his manacles and pulls him over the shoulder of the Max suit. And now you see that the other soldiers in the back of the room, the other 5, have all gotten onto the elevator, but the lieutenant, big guy, he has stayed. So he's walking forward as the elevator goes up. So now down here on the floor, you have a mere 2 soldiers that are dealing with the cleanup. You have 3 Max suits and the lieutenant approaching. Dang has been put on the shoulder of one of the Max suits, and now that makes it Sary, your turn.
So what's going on with the drones right now?
The drones don't know what to do, but you haven't noticed that because you're working on this door.
Right.
So there are at least 5 soldiers coming up here. So it is not your turn yet though. Sary, it is your turn.
So I'm still sustaining the 2 spells.
Yeah, invisibility and what else?
And detect individual.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to turn off one of them?
yeah, I'm gonna turn off detect individual.
Okay. Alright, so you no longer detect the person, but they're dead.
And
For now.
And I'm gonna wheel out with my gun as close to the wall as possible towards where I'm gonna assume that the crash has taken place.
So you turn around the corner and you see like the 8 NYPD LLC people like kind of up at the escalator in a sloppy stance on either side of the escalator, looking around the corner toward track 1, not exactly knowing what to do with what's happening. You are flanking all of them and behind all of them.
Can I load up my gun and then shoot them all?
You open fire on all of them.
Yep.
Okay. So, give me a heavy weapons plus finesse. And here's what I need you to do. When you're attacking multiple targets, you actually divide up your dice pool. So what I need you to do is tell me, so how many dice do you have?
I only have 3.
Okay, so you only have 3 dice total?
Yeah, because that's 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 minus,
Injury?
yeah, minus 3 for my injuries.
Wait, why are you
Oh.
that injured? Didn't you take the root?
Yeah, I still have minus 1 and then minus 2 for these.
No, you're
No,
only
no,
sustaining
no.
1 spell because
Oh,
you dropped
right.
protect individual,
Okay.
so you have plus 2 on top of that.
Okay, so sorry, that's 7, only minus 1, so that's 6.
Okay, so the way it works when you're firing on multiple targets is now you have to divide up those 6 dice across as many targets as you want. For example, do you want to fire all your bullets at one person, or do you want to scan across and each bullet can be one
I'd like to
individual?
spray as wide as possible with where the people are.
And now here's the other thing about firing full auto. You have a choice. Do you want to give them -10 to their chance to dodge, or do you want to do 10 more damage?
I want to do 10 more damage.
10 more damage. Okay.
Actually, because I'm doing the wide range of people, I'm gonna take minuses to their dodging.
Okay, so you want to separate each bullet to a different individual?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, roll all of them. Roll all the dice.
Can I roll my last luck point here?
100% you can.
Alright.
And then if you want,
So-
you want to
So
separate.
that's just 1 die, or I add the 5 die?
You add 5 die, and they all explode now.
Okay.
How many successes you get?
So far that's 3. I'm gonna re-roll these 2.
Alright, so each one is a different person getting hit with this bullet.
That's 4. And I can re-roll. That's 4.
So 4 individuals. Alright, now what's the damage on that gun?
12
None of
P.
them can dodge. 12p?
Mm-hmm.
12p, each hit +1, so it becomes 13p. And I think, let's say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, I have 1 more luck point.
10.
Cool.
I'm going to roll for each one. So that was 13p?
Yep.
So I'm rolling 15 dice to defend against this, by the way. Do you have any armor penetration on that? Do you have penetration on this?
Well, it's bloody well.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
4.
so.
4 penetration?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's a bloody heavy machine gun.
I know it is. I just am. It's just a little nuts. Okay. Of all of those 4, all of them are riddled with bullets and exploded into soup. You fire across and you just tear them apart. One of them is teared literally apart from the torso, and the torso, flailing, falls with the person in front of him. The person in front of him, seizing what's happened, screams, fires his shotgun, and blows the head off of the person in front of him, who falls down. When he falls down, his grenades tumble out of his tactical thing. The concussive grenades go off. 2 of the people get blinded, one of them falling backwards, leading back into somebody who got shot in the shoulder, accidentally firing his gun, hitting him in the head, leaving 3 guys left, stunned and confused, laying on the floor, not understanding what's happened, as finally, the first one, who got shot right through the neck, stumbles forward, and accidentally, in a death rattle, triggers the undermounted grenade launcher right as he falls by the other 2, and blows both of them up. Right in front of you. You hear a groan as the escalator's belt flips and breaks, and the escalator starts giving in. The concrete pillar that holds up the escalator starts to slightly give way. You see all this as smoke coming down in the track.
Get the mag dump, taste my lead, shoot you fuckers in the head. Dost I tear you limb from limb, or if my name isn't Invader Sim?
Wow. Well, Mother Sary, the enemy was Lockhart. NYPD LLC didn't seem that effectual and really hadn't done anything that rough. But I guess they did try to arrest you, and so you just killed all of them except the one technician in the building. And the guy who's being arrested for looking up Erica Paulson. Now, did I give you your... Rizzo, I didn't give you your other turn to close the door, did I? I'm sorry, I skipped over that. Rizzo?
Okay, I closed that door.
Alright, give me a software plus logic, plus data processing to close the door. And then what do you want? Then after that, you can get back onto the drone control panels if you want to.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, Rizzo. So you're in the drone room, you managed to lock down the door, you completely destroyed any means of opening the door through any kind of mag key or anything else. The door is sealed shut. Short of, like, detonation charges, you're locked in this room. What do you do?
I'm going to...
Got one more action.
Go back into the drones.
Okay, so you go back to the drone console. Alright, so you're there ready for next round.
Yeah.
Okay, the turn comes back full circle. Nick, it is your turn. You've got 2 rounds left. So, to characterize what's happening down below one more time. Dang is knocked unconscious. He was handcuffed and he was put over the shoulder of one of the max suits who's standing right in front of you. The guy who handcuffed him is also kneeling right in front of you, like within 5 feet of you. Slightly behind him is one of the other soldiers, so all 3 of them are within like a 5-foot span in front of you. Behind them are the 2 other max suits. Otherwise, there's another 3 guys. 3 guys? Yeah, 3 guys running back to the elevator that has gone up. Meanwhile, the lieutenant, the big buff guy, is walking toward you all.
Is our target still down?
Right now, the target is still dead, blood gushing out of their head.
I'll hide in the wreckage.
Okay, I think that they aren't really paying attention to you, and that's fine. Now, shortly after you move away, you hear, what the fuck? Sir, what should we... Just calm down. I don't think she's awake yet. You hear from around the corner. And you're waiting for your next round?
And presume she's stood up again.
You can presume that, yeah.
I
can see it.
Oh.
Oh, you want to roll perception? See if you can see through the wreckage?
Yeah. Yes.
How many successes?
6.
She's standing up again, looking around confusedly, and now you like watch. You were right there as Dang fired the bullet. Perfect clear. You know where the trajectory was. And now she's looking around like confused. There's no blood on the floor. In fact, there is a bullet hole in that what you would swear is that exact trajectory right in the concrete through, as if it had passed through or missed her by just mere millimeters. And you see the lieutenant walk up, like slowing down and reaching behind him a little bit as she looks around, dazed, looking drugged out. Her pupils are massive.
Well, if he tries to like capture her, can I rush out and take her down into the rail rails?
Absolutely. Well, what you see right now is you see him approach, and he gets real close, and he's reaching behind his back as he's like reaching out, like as if it's a wild animal. Like
I take her into the rail wells.
So you jump out before you can whatever he had behind his back. Roll. Give me an athletics.
3 successes. 2 successes.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll. You don't even have a stealth roll really. It's just perception at this point. I mean, give me the. I mean, you can't rush out, grab him, and try to be stealthy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can try. They know that something's there, but like.
Yeah, I think what happens is a blur comes back. You grab her. She doesn't resist at all, and you. What do? You dive down into the tracks.
Yeah.
So you dive down to the tracks, and the lieutenant like takes a step back, goes, "What the fuck was that?" And then he taps a comm link close to his head, and he says, "Everybody, go to infrared. They've got some people with chameleon suits. That explains a lot." And then his cyber eyes flick to a red with scan lines across them. And now I need you to roll initiative again, because that's the end of the combat turns.
12.
18.
31.
Okay, wait, one more time. Nick, 31. Dang, you're not. Rizzo?
18.
Sorry?
12.
Again, nice. Yep. Okay. Alright, and now I'm doing the soldiers. Alright, cool. All right, Nick, you're the first person to go. You pulled her in. You pulled her down into the rail well. You heard that they're looking infrared. What are you doing?
again, like I'm trying to stay out of line of sight with the lady.
Okay, you're trying to stealth holding her.
I'm trying to be out of line of sight.
Okay, yeah, you can do that by ducking under the thing. You're out of line of sight right now at the very least. But
yeah.
if they jump down here...
Yeah. She's well out of it. Right.
Yeah, her eye... But I will say, her eyes are coming back into focus to some degree.
I try and kill her again.
Alright, how are you going to do it? Break her neck?
Yep.
Okay, give me a unarmed plus finesse.
Give me a neck snapping plus
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so that's 3 successes, and she can't resist at all.
Yeah.
She's got 1 for body. You did, so that's 5p plus 3.
Yeah.
That's 8 damage, so that comes to 7 damage. But her health is equal to 6 plus body. Her body is 1, so she has 7 HP. So even the 7 health. So even though you didn't do that much, you gently and carefully break the neck. The eyes go blank. And then next turn below.
Okay, I shout out. Okay, I've killed her again. And let me wonder what happens when she then wakes up.
That's none of your concern.
It will be soon all of our concerns.
2 of the max suits drop down right in front of you. You still have your chameleon suit up, right?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check for being in that corner. I'm going to give them only a -2. No, they're also infrared. No, they can see through your thing. Just give me a stealth. Your chameleon suit isn't doing anything.
6.
Holy fucking shit, 6?
Yeah. Well, it's what my character's built for.
No, I get it. Okay, both of them actually drop down and they're looking for you and they do not see you. Both max suits are just looking around. We don't see him, sir. Bullshit! You hear the guy say, Rizzo, it's now your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go into that computer console.
You're in there right now.
Alright, I'm going to have the turrets attack anyone in an exoskeleton.
So which ones? There are 3. Which ones? There's the one holding Dang is not down there. The 2 that are in the train tunnel holding their guns. They're the ones not holding Dang.
What about the lieutenant?
The lieutenant is standing on the platform right now, next to the other 2 soldiers.
I'm gonna have Drone attack the lieutenant and anyone around him.
All right, that's fine. So to do that, let me get a 8 dice.
Yep.
2 different times.
4.
Okay, and now in this next one, I want you to roll it as 2 separate 4-sided die. I mean, 2 separate groups of 4.
1.
1, all right.
2.
All right, 2. Okay, so now 1 and 2. Right. Okay. One of after the guns start firing, both of the soldiers get out of the way. The lieutenant also ducks down. One of the soldiers manages to dart out of the way of the gel rounds, but the lieutenant and the other one don't. You rolled 4, right?
Yeah.
For the first one? All right, so the weapon damage on those guns is 9s. So 9s, but I rolled 1 success, so you got 4. So your net successes are 3.
Yeah.
So 3 plus 9, you're dealing 12 stun damage, except you have an armor penetration debuff of 4. So when I need to roll his... So you're doing 12 damage, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then his armor, which is another 12 on top of that. 3, 4. Alright, so you dealt 12 damage to him, but he resisted with 5, so you dealt 7 damage, knocking him back a step, but not knocking him to the ground, because that's not more damage than he has body. Followed by the other 2 people. One of them also got hit with 1 net success. That's 10. Let me just roll his defense really quickly. So the other guy got hit for, sorry, only 5 damage. And these guys got hit for 1, 2. This guy only got hit for 3. Both of them kind of like putting their arms over their head as the gel pellets hit them really hard and move back to take cover. The lieutenant shouting, somebody get in that command room and shut down these fucking drones! And that is your turn.
Alright.
Okay. And that would make it now the lieutenant's turn. So the lieutenant also jumps forward and drops down into the well where you were. He 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He makes a perception roll. Give me another stealth check, Magnus. 4 successes.
More.
Yeah, you got more?
Yep.
Alright, so he's also looking around but can't seem to find you down here. He goes, come on out! Give her back to us! She's gonna wake up and she's gonna get pissed at you! The other 2 soldiers also climb down and start to look for you. They are a little more worse for wear. I need you to roll another stealth check. Just do it for both of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's enough
sorry,
for both
4.
of them. Yeah, neither of them see
No,
you.
5. Yeah,
Neither of them see you. So they're now, you are within like a 10-foot range, is the max suit and everybody else looking for you.
This is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you basically can't move. And sorry, it is now your turn.
Okay. Can I take the elevator down to the track?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that.
There's nobody left to stop you.
Yeah.
Alright, so the elevator takes much longer than the escalator.
Yep. But the escalator no longer works.
I mean, you could go down and you have to roll athletics so you don't hurt yourself.
I'm not gonna do that.
Alright, so you run over to the elevator. Sounds great. Okay.
Also, her dragging down the whole thing.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'll say you managed to drag the thing over to the elevator and hit the call button, but you're not in it yet.
Okay.
We are back now to Nick. Your turn. 21. Now, you hear a gasp as the person looks around and her eyes like clearer again than before, but you're still holding her like tight. I need you, and in this moment, I'm going to let everybody, you roll stealth -4 for the sound, and they are all going to look for you again, but it is still your turn. What'd you get?
5. That's like...
Okay, so I got 1,
That's
2,
5
3.
successes of 8 dice. Bloody hell.
Okay, I got a 5 on the lieutenant. I'm re-rolling because he's suspicious. Give me a re-roll for just his part. I'm doing the max suits now.
3.
He still didn't see you, but you rolled the same thing. Give me one more.
4. 5.
Okay, yeah. He's looking around and he's like, I think nope, nothing. All right, and now we are, none of them see you in this moment. Now, at this point, they're starting to fan out. They haven't spotted you yet, but once they start pulling out flashlights and flashing flashlights down here and doing that kind of stuff, it'll be easier to find you. You're going to start getting bigger negatives as they look harder for you. Mm-hmm. He's glancing around, doesn't do the same thing. But Nick, you are still not seen as she just woke up in your presence again.
What's her condition?
Her eyes are a lot clearer now. Now she's like looking left and right when she wasn't before, and her breathing is amplified. She's breathing like somewhat faster. She's looks more like somebody who just woke up out of a nightmare as opposed to somebody who is out of it and drugged.
Sorry, lady. I need to put you under again.
Okay, roll the attack action. Do it.
I should have got to roll this thing.
Put up no resistance again.
Not at all.
How much?
Like 7.
Alright, yeah, you crack her neck, you break her neck again. She goes limp again.
Yeah.
Alright, and you don't move, you stay where you are.
Yeah, I'm like a church mouse.
Alright, the max suits are now filtering systems as they look around for you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in the same place for a while now.
But presumably they're now looking out a bit elsewhere.
That is true, but as they are trailing over the same areas again, scanning between different modes as they look, I need you to take a -4 on this round of tests.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, they don't see you. They are fanning out more across. The lieutenant is now looking, and you take the -4 again on this one.
Yeah. 5.
5 successes. All right. He also still does not see you. You hear him say, "All right, we got to lock down the exits. I don't know where this guy went. Tell everybody up above we're locking everything down until we figure this out." And the other 2 soldiers are also looking at you. I need to take a -4 on that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
What'd you get?
2.
You got 2? All right. I need to roll again against this person.
Let me see how it goes.
Say your -4.
2.
2. All right. I'm gonna make you do it again. I'm take another -2 on this one.
Oh, another -2.
This time they're like looking.
Yeah. 3.
Roll again. Another -2. They're rolling the same thing. They're moving towards you now because they're really sure they've spotted you.
3.
Do it again. Roll it again. I'm sorry. You're running out. They're getting really close. They're getting really close.
I'm doing my luck.
You're rolling luck on. Okay, go for it.
That's fine, because it's getting down to 3 dice, and I don't feel comfortable with this shit. Okay, 3. Exploding. Well, another one. And yeah,
How many successes?
4.
You got 4 successes. Okay, so just as they really are there, they're about to look underneath a thing that you're under. You hear a crack as some of the damage done to the stairwell because of Sary's attack. Concrete falls down. He stands up and looks over there, realizes it's not you, and then walks away and turns away. They have now all moved away from you.
Yeah.
You might be able to stealth away, but probably not away from this while holding 049 sticks.
Yes.
It is now, Rizzo, it is your turn.
I would like to tell all the drones to attack any Lockhod employee.
All right, roll. I need you to roll software plus logic plus code breaking.
Okay.
Yep. Wait, software. It's not software code breaking. Sorry, software plus logic.
One success.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to say that with that prime, 3 of them turn to do it. The others are in a weird scan spiral and not understanding. I need you to roll 7 dice 3 times. While that's happening, Sary, you the elevator shows up and you can step into it.
Okay. Beep.
One
And you
success.
hit ground floor or track level.
Track 1.
Okay, you got 1 success there.
3 successes. One success.
I do.
Okay. All right. So one of the drones comes down. It zooms right up to this one guy and hits him with the taser. Immediately, the soldier, one of them, hits the ground with that. And then after the other 2 that are zooming down, both lieutenant and the other soldier kind of butt them away with their guns, and they don't manage to do anything. The lieutenant goes, "All right, suits. Blow up the fucking drones. I'm done with this. I don't know who's fucking around in that control room, but they should have gotten a handle on it by now." And the one max suit that didn't go before turns his gun onto one of the Terminators, and with one of those anti-tank rounds that did much, just blows it up, right in the air. It explodes right overhead, and that brings us, Nick, to your turn, just as the explosion goes off overhead.
Okay, I use the cover of the explosion to go, "Sorry, lady, I'm bugging
Alright.
out." So I bug out.
So just as you bug out, you hear her gasp and wake up and stand and shuffle out, now much more actively shuffle out onto her feet and stand up. You're engaging your chameleon suit?
Yeah, and I'm basically I'm moving well away from her.
Okay, give me one more stealth test, and I'm going to do a round of stealth tests as you move, because everybody wheels around to look at the explosion and to look at them. I'm again giving them the -4. I don't like their chances.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god, these are...
4 successes.
As you're running, you hear, "You son of a bitch," as the lieutenant spots you, breaking through, and wheeling up, pulls up this massive hand cannon of a 6-shooter, fires 1 shot at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need you to roll your bullet dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Does he get any minuses? Because
No, he spotted you, and he's on a thermal, so no.
3 successes.
But he's injured. He got shot earlier, right? You got 3 successes?
He was injured.
Okay. All right. So you get hit. I now need you to roll soak. You got 3 successes? All right. I need you to roll soak against 11 damage. So roll your armor plus your body.
Okay. Nah, I take a lot.
How much? How many successes did you get?
I took 3 successes.
All right. So you take 8 damage. You get hit. That's more than your body. You hit the ground. How much life do you have in your damage track? It's 6 plus body, right?
Yeah.
So you have, how much life do you have?
Another 2.
Oh, so you're not knocked unconscious.
No.
Okay, cool. So you're,
It's very difficult to knock me unconscious.
so you have 2 life before you're knocked. So you're knocked to the ground, and he starts walking forward. And as he does, he kind of he turns to look at 0496. He reaches behind, and he starts pulling something out of his pocket. You turn around to see this, and as he reaches for it, he hits her with an injector right in the neck, and she starts calming down. But then right before your eyes, you see as she actually takes almost like a drunken step backwards, and the injector misses her by a second. You then see on his face, he goes, "Oh fuck!" And he tries to like grab her a second time. He grabs her, gets her by the shoulder of her jumpsuit, pulls her forward, and throws her onto the ground roughly. But as she hits the ground roughly, it's almost like something glitches. And suddenly, as he's pulling her forward, she lifts up her knee and knees him like straight in the groin. He bends over in pain, lets go of her, and she stumbles forward a few steps. As she's stumbling forward, one of the max suits hits her with a machete pain inducer. She falls to the ground, like lurching over, just as another soldier runs to intercept her. But then she trips over a railing, falls to the ground. The machete goes off, hitting the other soldier, knocking the other soldier unconscious. She gets up and starts running down. Sary, this is when you get to the bottom floor. She's running away. The lieutenant has been kneed in the groin. He's injured. The machete pain inducer knocked out one of the soldiers. The other soldier is knocked out by the stun. Both max suits are going after. One of the max suits that was holding you picks you up and like drops you like roughly, but not doesn't throw you on the ground. Dang. And then all of them start running after Erica while the lieutenant shouts, "Fucking kill her! Kill her so we can hit her with the benzos!" As she's running down and away from the tracks. There are a few of those tank bullets are fired. They explode. They hit her, giving her body, and then suddenly not. As they explode, propelling her forward, rolling her out into the darkness past the train platform and out of sight. The two max suits rushing after her in the darkness, leaving the room now only the lieutenant and you shot in the back. The lieutenant getting back to his feet, holding his gun. Dang, you're unconscious on the ground. Mary, you're now on the
How does... So mine probe is touch.
Yeah.
Who can I probe?
You have to touch them to probe them. But Erica's gone. She's out the unless you have a car. Give me initiative from you guys again. Because all of that happened really fast, Rizzo, I want you to take one free turn now.
19.
I want you to take one free turn before this, because a bunch of things just happened, and the drones were struggling to comprehend, cameras going off as reality moved backwards and forwards, making it hard for them to understand. But things settled as she's out of the way, and now in the space there's just the lieutenant, the two unconscious soldiers, all the max suits are gone. You start to hear a banging, though, on your door of, like, open the fuck up, and now you're in there. But I'm going to give you a free turn to deal with whatever. You still have access to the drones. All but one of the Terminators was destroyed.
I'm going to have all the drones return to base and attack anybody in the way.
Okay, so you're going to give a return to base order.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a software. All right, and now you got a 19. Magnus, what'd you get?
24.
Okay, Magnus, you got a 24. All right, what did you get? Sorry.
11.
Okay, Sorry, got an 11.
I
Okay.
got 19.
Yeah, I heard that.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, then what I want you to roll, 8 dice and then 7 dice. Plus 2 for both of them. This is how fast they respond to the return order.
8 plus 2.
8 plus 2 and then 7 plus 2. Okay, Nick, it's your turn. What do you do?
5.
I'm bugging out.
Let me make sure he doesn't actually go before you. He doesn't. Okay, 5.
And 2.
Okay, yeah, the 8 was the Terminator. The Terminator, with pretty good haste, zooms back and starts making its way back. It'll be a bit, maybe 2 or 3 turns before they arrive, whereas the other drones, more stupid, less well-designed, not as aerodynamic, are slower, the ones with tasers, slower to make their way back. But you do see as all the drones start retreating and pulling out of the area. Magnus, how do you bug out? You're shot, you're injured.
Yeah.
How do you just stealth and go?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth. This time, remember to take into account your injuries.
Yeah. In this point, I just go.
You're just running.
Yeah.
Give me movement. In fact, don't give me movement. Give me finesse plus athletics, because you're going as fast as you can. But take your negatives for damage.
Yeah. 4 successes.
All right. Okay. As you go, the lieutenant is firing at you again, seeing you. He's taking a shot at you. He got 4 successes.
I got 4 successes.
Okay, so I'm giving him a -4 to his dice roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting 8 dice. Roll your bullet dodge.
1 success.
You want to do luck on it?
Yeah. Much luck left. 2 successes.
All right. The bullet goes explodes concrete.
It was a 3 successes.
The bullet explodes concrete overhead as you duck into the elevator that Mother Sary is standing in. The lieutenant goes, "No, fuck, no! I have your face, you motherfucker! I know who you are! We're gonna track you down, you motherfucker!"
He doesn't have my face.
And then,
Bug out.
Okay.
what about Dang? He's on the ground.
Ladies. So,
Yeah,
so,
no,
so
I
actually,
think
who's left downstairs?
Just the lieutenant. The other two
They said they left
soldiers
me.
knocked
Now
out.
I'm changing.
Yeah.
No, I
Actually-
agree. You were running.
Yeah,
Sarah, you
but-
said you're going.
Sarah. Ah, fuck. There was this one bloke.
It's too dangerous. Dan will understand. He's a runner.
Open up on the lieutenant. Give him a last.
All right.
All right, so you're here. You hit the button. The door starts closing. You turn and you hit the open button and go.
One
Let
last
him
thing.
have it. All right, let's do this. I want you to roll. I want you to roll initiative on this too, just to see who reacts faster. Just because he's much younger and more cyberized than you are.
Yeah, but I'm an ancient psychic.
All right, you know what? You're right.
I'm extremely powerful.
No, I still need you to do it because he's
All
gonna.
right, I got 3.
Huh?
Oh, which
Initiative.
Initiative. That's 9.
All right, so he's gonna react before you as you duck out from around. And
He's already had his round.
yeah, but you paused and then went back out.
I feel like I've been in the elevator for 1,000 years. Can I just shoot him?
You are gonna do something in a second,
Okay.
provided he doesn't knock you out in one shot.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, yeah.
You could have been decoy. I'm gonna say that you coming out is a surprise to him. You're catching him a bit flat-footed. He still has wide reflexes. He's quick, but I'm not giving his full dice. He's also injured. The range is also pretty good. All right, I need you to roll bullet dodge.
Okay. 4. So that is. I glitched.
There's no glitches on
No,
No.
you do on dodges. Do you want to roll luck on this? You want to glitch
No,
out?
well, no, I have one more luck.
What did you get? You got a success and a glitch? What did you get? What did you roll?
Huh?
What did you roll?
I rolled 4 dice and I got 2 ones.
And a success?
And no
So
successes.
you critically glitched.
Yes,
so yeah, you
I don't
roll.
think I can roll luck on that.
You can absolutely always roll luck.
Alright, I roll these 5 dice. Ah, it's the energy of the ground coming up from my belly one last time.
Yeah,
That's 1 success, so I'll roll that guy again.
He
That's,
sees.
oh, another 6. Wait, shush. That's another 6.
Three.
Oh, I gotta reroll. And that's a 1. So,
How many
Three.
His targeting software is smart link of his heavy hand cannon as he points at you. Remain true, and then in his mind he sees this image of a hulking figure, rotting teeth, breathing steam.
that's my
Even
boy.
in this, and he leans up and shoots the man. The bullet cracks overhead as your gun winds up. What do you say? Roll your dice. How are you doing? Are you doing plus 10 damage, or are you doing,
Oh, plus 10 damage.
or are you doing minus 10 to dodge?
Ooh, yeah, okay, I'm doing plus 10 damage.
Okay, and you're rolling how many dice?
And that's heavy weapons plus finesse.
Finesse. You only take the negatives of your damage because you can drop that tripod as a free action.
Do I take the one negative for my stun?
Yes, absolutely. Any damage you have, you take a negative.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 5 dice. I have no luck left.
Why 5 instead of?
My heavy weapons is 4. My finesse is 2.
Oh, okay, got it. So it's 6. So
Yeah.
minus 1. Okay, roll this.
All right. Well.
You gotta hope he doesn't dodge.
Well, I mean, what he dodges just takes.
Well, it means if I roll more successes on gun dodge and she rolls hits, he takes no damage because he dodges the attack.
I send my bullets to you,
Okay,
Lieutenant.
sorry, so we should probably do dodge. We probably should do
You've,
something.
you've dealt
And
with
for your crimes, you pay your penance. Shadowrunners in the lift. One more time. Smoke that spliff. I got it. No successes.
You rolled no successes at all.
No successes.
All right, you fire.
My worst crime in the game.
Fire a spree of bullets up and across, around. They throw up everything around him.
Man.
And then he starts running.
Oh.
He starts running towards you. And
Close. Door closed. Door closed.
and aims up his gun again. I'm gonna give him negative as he fires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I pull her in after she fires?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you pull her out of the way. Give me an athletics roll. Jensine, I need your bullet dodge plus his whatever he rolls on this athletics. Athletics plus finesse.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to pull you out of the way as the bullet is cracking overhead. So roll your bullet dodge for me, please.
No successes.
Okay, plus
1 success.
plus 1 success. Roll a die. Damn, you can't get a break.
It's 2, so
Okay, you take.
bangs.
All right, you take your shot. Give me your soak now, please.
All right, that's 11.
Yep. Roll 11 dice, please.
Two successes.
All right, you take 7 damage as the bullet hits you, knocks you back into the elevator. Magnus, it's your turn. You hit it. You're bugging out. Dang,
Dead.
they tried.
Not that I just got shot.
Look, this dude can nearly one shot us, and he's bloody good aim.
The elevator goes up. We are now with you. All of
My
the
rhyme
drones,
was bad.
the drones have returned to bay. You hear the people outside saying "Better open that door. We're setting charges right now. It's gonna blow the hell out of that room."
I'm gonna have the drones attack all of them at the door.
So you're gonna have them release into the holding cells and stuff into the room. Well, perfect.
I
You
wouldn't
know,
have missed if I'd rhymed elevator with masturbator, I'll tell you that much.
I thought
That's-
you were gonna say suck my clit.
Damn it!
You know-
Oh!
I think just for sake of time, these are a bunch of drone with a minigun and a bunch of drones with tasers dropping in on a bunch of people who are holed up against a door in a tight corridor. I think that they can do enough damage to make short work of these people. The detonation does not go off. The tasers and the Terminator render unconscious all the people down in the wing. None of them ready for being swarmed by a series of drones. A couple of drones were knocked out in the encounter, but shit. Now, how do you get out of here? Because you destroyed the door.
I gotta run.
You're still invisible.
I know. Can I force my way through the door?
I don't think you can force your way through, but
Can I hack it?
nope, you broke it completely.
Oh, good. Well, I might be just stuck in here forever. Can I remote detonate those charges?
You know what? That you probably can do, especially seeing it. So let's get a code breaking plus logic plus attack as you take cover. I'm sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. That's a good roll.
Yep. The detonation goes off. You blow it up with a strong enough roll that you understand where it's going to go off. Fire comes through, singes your eyebrows a little bit, but otherwise
What
you're
eyebrows?
okay.
I don't got those.
Oh shit! You singed those off a long time ago. I forgot.
Yeah.
Got alopecia.
And give me a stealth roll as you make your way out. Yo, here's the
I
thing.
see.
As you make your way out, NYPD LLC has responded to the scene. There are cops everywhere outside.
So I try and drag ourselves into vents.
Into vents where?
So first in the bathroom and try to get us out of the
5.
get us out of the immediate system.
I mean, you've got the escape artist to do it. I know for sure Sary doesn't, especially after just being shot.
Yeah, but can I? How big is she in terms of?
How big are you?
Oh, well, remember when we talked about how my body deceptively appears bulky, but I'm actually quite small and frail?
No.
I'll drag her in with me.
Drag me.
All right. Let's get an athletics score and an athletics score and a athletics plus body, and then let me get an escape artist plus finesse. Now, how many did you roll?
5. I got 5.
All right.
Successes.
You know, with those successes and how wide SWAT the area is and all of the chaos going on, let me roll for it. I think you can sneak out. I think you can just get the fuck out.
I'm going.
Are you telling them that you're doing it?
I send them all a text with just the peace sign.
Yeah, we're
And a
bugging.
rat emoji.
We're
Alright.
bugging out,
Okay.
and I'm bugging out, ditching this burner. With my soul to ditch the burner, by the way.
Okay. All right. What'd you roll on your athletics?
Bug
What'd you get on your
emoji.
escape artist?
Oh, escape artist.
Let me get an athletics from you too. I don't even know if you can roll it though.
Me?
No. You're good. You're out. You stealthed out. You took care of all those soldiers, or at least knocked them out. You caught them off guard.
And
Okay.
Is that athletics plus body?
Yes.
I can roll 1 dice.
Roll it.
Another 4.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to
Success.
you managed to get yourself into the vents that you noticed when you were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You managed to pull yourself through, and similarly, despite her injury, you managed to pull her through, and she manages to make the motions. You guys sidle through the air vents, finding your way into a maintenance shaft that exits out into the subway, into the New Jersey Transit subway area.
Yeah.
You drop down into that area and you find that this place has been completely deserted. You hear the crackle of people off to the side, closer to Penn Station.
Mm-hmm.
They're clearly blocking off the entrances,
Yeah.
but it seems like
Sary,
no one's around.
you know the tunnels. Let us entrust the god of the underground.
I am of the ground. Worms, guide me.
Alright, I think you guys can duck into the tunnels, and I think you can make your way out of here for sure. Now here's the problem, though. You did not kill 0496.
Certainly
If
did not.
anything, you woke up and made Prisoner 0496 an on-the-land figure. I'd say usually when we play Shadowrun, the end of the story is that you all go back to the client and you negotiate your pay. But seeing as how all of you had one debt or another to be paid to this individual, I feel like
I'm definitely going back to Dragovich.
you are.
Oh, of course.
What about you guys?
I'm gonna give him the money back.
What about you?
I'm out.
You're just out. You're
I'm
gonna
out.
take a vacation.
I gotta skip town for a little while.
I mean, there is no two ways I'm not going to show up for Dragovich.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Nick, can I give you the cred stick and can I just go back to my hole?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, so you give the cred stick. You have no way of accessing him contacting Rizzo anymore. You give Nick the cred stick, and dang, you get picked up later by NYPD LLC with an understanding from the lieutenant of what had happened. You disappear into a black cell as they realize, do you have a system identification number? Are you a citizen? Deep down? All right, so you are thrown into the penal system then against your will with charges brought against you as a terrorist. You are now currently in prison awaiting that trial.
Oh, dang.
Dang. Nick, let's just round this whole thing out by you going back to Skin, going back to Boris, going back to Dragovich. You approach, how long has it been? Is it later that evening?
well-
Is it the next day?
Well, I would have contacted Dragovich in any case and say, look, there might be some heat.
Let's just do that phone
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
That's a way to go out.
Yeah.
So when do you call him? Are you outside of the tunnels?
Yeah, public paid phone, way outside the tunnels,
All
way
right.
away from the heat. And I call Boris.
Yes. You hear the sounds of somebody eating something.
Hmm.
Yes, this is Boris. Who is this? This phone I do not recognize. New phone. Who is this?
Public pay phone. Goes Nick.
Oh, hello, Nick. I hear about the big bad boom that happened near Penn Station. Seems you fucked the cat, as they say.
Boom was not big enough. And also, that target wouldn't die.
Pull the Shane Dawson.
Target wouldn't die, you say. Did you try putting bullets in back of head, make it go explode?
Yes.
Did you try crack neck from when you hold them and you say, I'm sorry, and you crack neck?
Yes.
Did you try hitting with car?
Yes.
I do not believe you. These are all the things I have done and killed many a different individual. I have found that
Nick.
one, if not all of them, does very well, Nick.
I've seen her jibbed by a high explosive machine gun bullet 3 times as she was running away.
I have not tried kill person this way, but I have heard very effective. Sir, you tried to tell me that you have this. I hope you have a recording of mysterious person who will not die. Because you had very simple job, Nick. It was kill prisoner. Prisoner cannot go anywhere or do anything. Very simple job, Nick.
Turns out it wasn't that simple.
Nick, I have to ask you after a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
This was very big job. Dragovich very excited. His bosses very excited. This was a moment of legitimacy.
Yes.
And you fuck it up.
Yes.
So I have to ask. Are we having this conversation? Are you coming back in? Or are you
course.
going away?
You know that my debt to Dragovich is total. There is no way I'm going to skip out. You own me.
You know, Nikolai, I know you are big, fancy ballerina at that Lincoln Center you live nearby.
Mhm.
However, I must tell you, unfortunate as it is, I find it very hard to believe you come out of this with more than 4, maybe 5 fingers. Just as punishment for all the dumb shit that happened. I'm just letting you know, you're my buddy. You can get the fuck out of here. But, hey, you know, your choice. You want to come back in? You come back in. Loyalty is, rewarded with only 4 or 5 fingers. Otherwise, I have to hide in a vat of porridge. If you go to a place that's fancy for porridge, I have to hide in something and kill you later. And I prefer not to do that. You're a nice guy. But I also prefer you not to lose fingers. So, I know you're good at hiding. Just saying.
Boris, You're a good bloke. I do hope that they fix the dampener that you managed to get out sorted out.
Yeah, I think Joey, big scam artist. I think he does. I think side dampener not a real thing. Maybe I'm not sure about that one.
In any case, give Dragovich my regards. You probably won't see me again. If you do, probably be with 496 in tow. I'd be quite curious about this entire affair.
Oh. Well, that is threatening. I will not tell Dragovich any of these things you tell me because I will get in big bad trouble.
No, it's not threatening. He's just this kind of guy, you know.
Alright, I don't understand cryptic meaning, but I will let you go. Good luck, Nick. Good hunting. I'm sure you come back 1-2 year. Maybe you lose 1-2 finger instead.
I'll also try and get all that recording, because it was fucking funky. Let me tell you that.
Well, I'd love to see it if you get access to it. Goodbye, Nicholas. Nikolai. Good luck. They close the channel on you.
An anonymous package turns up a few days later with her cash
Alright,
and
and a crit.
skin.
Now, Rizzo, you've gone low into hiding. Mother Sary, you've gone back to the Glendale Cemetery where no one seems to be capable of finding you.
Can I do a scene?
Absolutely, if you've got one.
So, I go back to my hole. I rub special bacterial infusion dirt into my wound. I consume many psychoactive roots, and I summon fermented roots, and I try my best to commune with the gravedigger, and I say, Tell me about the prisoner. Can I reach her? Can I touch her?
And you hear nothing back. The gravedigger doesn't respond. It suddenly feels much warmer in this crypt than it has in a long time.
How strange. I sleep.
Rizzo,
In hiding, I do my best to piece together what could have happened to my good friend Dang, whose respect I finally appreciated after the events of Friday night. I do my best also to follow up with Nick. I think we got bits and pieces of him that really tickle my fancy, and I would really love to rob him in the future because there's a lot going on there, and I think that there's a lot of money to be made off of him.
do you do anything for the benefit of Dang while he's in prison? Send him money. Help him out in any kind of like hacky sort of way. You don't dare stage a prison break, do you?
No, but I do mail him one guest pass on his birthday. And that's it.
Just for whoever?
Just for him to think about.
Dang?
Oh, hey.
How are you doing in prison?
I'll tell you what, it's not as bad as people make it out. At the commissary, they have these little things. I haven't seen them in years, but they're called Hot Wheels, and I got one, and I've been painting it, and it looks just like a flying tomato. And I hold it and look at it every night when I go to bed. I got a boyfriend. His name's Steve. Very lovely man.
Alright, everybody. I think that's it. That's the story. The prologue of Null York City. This is Wizardhole. Thank you so much for watching. And,